Hey guys, so this is the Barghest frame from A-MAX Innovations. This is a 2.3 inch frame. I believe it's a True X. I'll get the measurements here in a second. I got this frame, it's kind of an unusual size because I wanted to use these A-MAX motors, the 1106. These are the 7500 kV. It's an unusual kV, and I tried this on a 2-inch setup, and I just found that the power wasn't so great on a 2-inch prop. And then I tried it on a 2.5-inch prop, and the motors got way too hot. So I kind of waited to see if I could find a frame that would be able to use these 2.3 inch. These are the Avan mini props, and this frame is designed specifically for 2.3 inch props. And of course, I could have put these on a 2.5 inch frame and just use a 2.3 inch props, but and what's the fun in that? I figured I might as well just get a frame specifically for this, because it gives you that sort of smaller size. It's more like a 2-inch frame, but it gives you like the power and flight characteristics of a little bit larger 2.5-inch frame, which is kind of what I was looking for. And this frame is pretty similar to, I think it was the Akatainu frame, kind of similar design with the camera mount here in the front. This frame is a bit of a jigsaw puzzle to get together, and so let me just give you some little insight as to how to put this together. I'd recommend using one of these side plates. So there's these 2 side plates on each side here, and you want to put one of them, you want to use one, put all the standoffs into one side, so it'd be these 2 here, and then one on the bottom there, and also this one here as well. And then there's going to be these 2 little plates here that are horizontal. There's that one here, and then there is this one here, and then there's these screws that go into the standoff into this section here. And so what you want to do is put these little standoffs into the side plate first, and then I attached it to the main plate, and then from there I put these 2 little plates in, and then closed it up by sliding in this second plate over here, and then screwed those in. And then what you want to do is you want to use the 4 longer nylon screws. There's going to be in these 4 spots here for this standoff. It's going to hold this little camera mounting carbon piece right here. It's on the outside, and then it goes down, and this is where the camera will connect to, and that actually holds your camera in place. And this one is the Foxeer Aero Micro. Wanted something with a little bit longer nose so that the frame wouldn't show up. If you use let's see, the mount point is fixed here. If you use a lens that's got a shorter nose, it's going to be further back, and then the side rails are going to show up in your video. So try and choose a camera that's going to have a little bit longer nose, like the Aero Micros like that. Some of the Caddx cameras are like that. Obviously, the bigger ones like Predator, Micro Predator, and the Micro Monster are also going to be a little bit longer as well, so that shouldn't be an issue on this frame. Now, the rest of the parts here aren't all that particularly interesting. I have a generic FreeSky receiver here. It's got a single antenna. I have a video transmitter here that is kind of, I don't think it's even made anymore, so I'll put something else that could be used here. It's similar. I just kind of hacked it up, and then I stuck this pagoda antenna on the back. I soldered it directly on here. That's sort of an experiment. I wanted to see what kind of video I can get using a really large pagoda antenna on a micro. It's kind of heavy, not recommended, so it doesn't look that great. But I wanted to see what the reception is like, and I thought I got pretty good video. I mean, you guys could judge that for yourself and see if the video is any good. And then the stack here is just I think it's an Omnibus F3 flight controller, and I think we have a 10 amp 401 AC, I believe, so nothing too special there. And I just flew this around on 2S. I mean, you could do this on 3S. I did fly a little bit on 3S, but the motors got pretty warm even on these props. These are not the most aggressive props, so I thought on 2S it was totally fine, very flyable, very acrobatic, and I thought it turned out pretty good. And I finally got to use these 7500 kV motors I've been sitting on for quite a while. Yeah, but let me give you some measurements of the frame. Okay, the bottom plate's 2.3 millimeters. The side plates are 2 millimeters. The motor to motor distance is about 108 millimeters. Side to side distance is about 86 millimeters. The front to back distance is about 71 millimeters, so a little bit shorter front to back and a little bit wider side to side. And the weight without the battery comes in at about 85 grams, so a little bit on the heavier side with the bigger 11.6 millimeters and the 2.5 millimeter bottom plate. And then one more thing I wanted to note before I show you the flight footage is I'm using this cloth tape here instead of electrical tape. I've been switched over. I'm switching over all my builds to using this. It's this stuff called Tessa, and it's made for like automotive uses. I think it's for wrapping up wires inside cars. I know that Nick Burns was looking for some sort of cloth tape, and I was kind of looking around for something like that too, because I hate using electrical tape because it gets all sticky and it just doesn't stick anyway, it just peels off. This stuff seems to be working so far. I mean, I can't even tell where the seams are anymore. It doesn't peel off, and it does hold the wires down pretty well. I mean, you can look at this pretty carefully, and you can make out a seam right there. But yeah, it doesn't peel off at all. It's the texture of the cloth is softer than some of the tape I've seen on pre-built models, but I think this is actually better. I don't know how to describe it. It grabs onto the cloth better, and it seems to hold pretty well. So I'll let you guys know how that holds up over time. But this is what I'm going to be using. I bought 3 rolls of this stuff. It was like $10 on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. But Nick, if you're watching this video, yeah, check it out. I think this is the stuff you're probably looking for. It seems to be pretty good. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this video. I'll go ahead and show you some flight footage. If you guys have any questions, let me know, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.